I have a library haul. I got 3 books and one I am 50% into. Let me show you what I got and my thoughts so far on the book I am currently reading. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Princess and this is where we judge books, not people. Not people. We don't do that here. And we judge books from a budget-friendly, library-loving perspective. Okay, so let me just start by saying these are all fantasy. And I've been saying this in the last couple of my videos that I'm not a big fantasy reader. And I feel like I have to stop saying that. You know, I feel like I need to own that I like fantasy now. And it's okay. It's okay. I like fantasy now. I like lit fic, love lit fic, but I'm also getting into fantasy and different types of fantasy, and I like it. So the first one that I have here is The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. I've heard so much about this for the past couple of years. She has another series that I'm kind of scared to get into. I forget the name of it. The Broken Earth trilogy. I'm a little nervous. I've heard nothing but rave reviews about those books, that trilogy, but I'm scared. I'm scared. So I thought I would start here with her, yeah, and see where this goes. So this follows, I believe, 3 or 5 different characters. So it just says right here in the little blurb, in Manhattan, a young grad student gets off the train and realizes he doesn't remember who he is, where he's from, or even his own name. But he can sense the beating heart of the city, see its history, and feel its power. In the Bronx, a gallery director discovers strange graffiti scattered throughout the city, so beautiful and powerful, it's as if the paint is literally calling her name. In Brooklyn, a politician and mother finds she can hear the songs of the city pulsing with the beat of her Louboutin heels. And they're not the only one. Again, I haven't read anything by this author yet, and I believe this is a trilogy? Maybe? I'm not sure. But I'm really excited to get into this. So I picked this up at the library and moving on. Okay, then a lot of this had to do with either me feeling left out on, you know, BookTube or whatever, because everyone else has read them already and I've heard nothing but great things. The other reason I picked them up, just like at the library, was the covers of a lot of these. I don't know, book art is so beautiful to me. It just looks so good. So anyway, this is Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. I just picked this up. I saw it, I was like, oh, there's a book, I want to read it. Cosmere Universe. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if I've done my research correctly, this can be read as a standalone, but it is also an interconnected series with a whole bunch of other books, right? Hoping that is the case. So yeah, Yumi and the Nightmare Painter by Brandon Sanderson. And this follows, Yumi has spent her entire life in strict ordinance, granting her the power to summon the spirits that bestow vital aid upon her society. But she longs for even a single day as a normal person. Painter patrols the dark streets, dreaming of becoming a hero, a goal that has led to nothing but heartache and isolation, leaving him always on the outside looking in. In their own ways, both of them face the world alone. I believe this is a romantasy. Nice. Yeah, I believe this is a romantasy. I'm hoping that it can be read as a standalone, hopefully. And this will be my first Brandon Sanderson book. So there's that. I was thinking of getting into Mistborn, and I keep reading the synopsis of that book, and I don't think I want to. Moving on. Okay, Red City. I am 50% into this book already, and I have thought. First, let me just read like what it's giving. Okay, Red City follows 2 childhood best friends, Ari and Sam. Once they hit adulthood, they end up joining 2 different alchemy syndicates. Alchemy in this book is the hidden art of transformation, an exclusive power wielded by crime syndicates that market it to the world's elite in the form of sand, a drug that enhances those who take it to be more perfect versions of themselves, smarter, more beautiful, more charismatic, etc. I am 50% into this book. It's good, yes. Do I have problems with it? Also, yes. Do I like it so far? Yes, but also I'm a little annoyed and not bored, but it's getting boring. Let me explain. The miscommunication trope is, so again, only 50% in, and it is with every single character. I don't think I would have a big problem with the miscommunication trope if it was like once here, once there, and by like one character, and that like it was done. But that's not the case so far. Every single character in this book has abused the miscommunication trope, and that's what I mean by it's becoming boring, because once you have the miscommunication trope that all the characters are using, you kind of get into this rhythm of like, oh, they're setting this up to be a problem in the future. And because I know that, now I'm bored and also a little annoyed. The other thing is the book, the concept of the book and the plot of the book is incredible all on its own. And I don't think that it needed a miscommunication trope to develop the characters and the story. My personal opinion, because the concept is so great, the miscommunication trope kind of cheapens it a bit. And I think it could have held up all on its, not necessarily on its own. Again, I'm not like, if you have a miscommunication trope once in the book, fine. But the miscommunication trope is holding up the book and its plot and the characters' connections to each other. That's boring. That's so boring, because now I know that problems, one, are not organic. You know, the journey that they're on is a self-inflicted wound. It's a self-inflicted challenge that they gave themselves, this headache, you know, this nuisance in their life that they created 2 chapters back, 3 chapters back, when if you would have just removed that miscommunication trope or the lie of omission, if you will, now you have to have a plot and character development and character connection that is not just organic to the plot itself, but organic to the character's connection. Again, these are childhood best friends. And you mean to tell me that the 10, 15 years that they've known each other, that the entire setup is that they didn't really talk to each other, that they didn't really know each other, not even on like a mediocre, superficial level, only to set up that when they become adult, that they're gonna run into each other again and join this crime syndicate, and it's gonna be an issue. That's so it cheapens the plot. It cheapens the plot so much. And so when I say it's becoming or it's getting boring, I'm not talking about the plot. I'm not talking about the action. I'm not talking about anything like that. It's boring because I know that they're purposefully lying by omission, right? Miscommunication on purpose. So now I know, oh, there's gonna be an issue and this is gonna come back to bite them and it's gonna be an issue. I know that now. I know that they're setting this problem up, and that's boring because now I see it. I see you're purposefully doing this and I don't like it. It's just really disappointing because the story could have held up so well on its own without the miscommunication trope. This could have been an excellent story about friendship and what it means to not necessarily not be great or average, but what you're willing to sacrifice to not be average, what you're willing to give up to be extraordinary. That's a great story. That's an amazing plot. That's an amazing concept of a book. But when all the characters are lying by omission and miscommunicating on purpose, I'm bored. But it's good though. It's good. I just, that one thing, but that one thing is throughout the book. Well, 50% of the book, which is a big deal. And all the characters, the relationship between, what's her name? Sam and her mother, all of the miscommunication between them and Ari's relationship with his crime syndicate family and all of the miscommunication that's going on there. And it's just, it could have been great. It could have. It's just, it cheapened the book a lot, in my humble opinion. I'm curious to see. Actually, you know what? Let me rephrase that. I'm not curious. I'm not curious to see if the book is going to no longer rely on the miscommunication trope, because it has to now. It has to. All of this is setting. It's just lie of omission, miscommunication. That's all this is. And so I'm not that curious to see how this is gonna unfold, because I already know how it's gonna unfold. You're setting it up on purpose. It's not organic drama. It's not an organic journey or challenge. It's self-inflicted problem and drama that is annoying, honestly. But yeah, it's good. It's a great book. That's so disappointing. So yeah, that's where I am. I'm 50% into this book. Those are my thoughts on this. I like the book. I'm just disappointed in the miscommunication trope. I'm excited to get into the rest of these and see how my journey on getting into fantasy unfolds. I haven't read any. Have I read any of lit fic lately? Kind of. But yeah, I'm on a fantasy journey and I'm liking it so far. Fantasy is fun. The other books by this author scares me, and I'll get to it maybe, kind of, sort of, at some point. But yeah, for right now, fantasy, and then maybe later deeper dives into science fiction and all of that other good stuff. That was my library haul. Everything I got this past week from the library. Let me know your library hauls. Have you read any of these? And do you guys agree if you've read Red City? Am I off? You know what I mean? Did the miscommunication trope enhance your reading experience with this story and getting into the relationship with Ari and Sam? How do you guys feel about miscommunication tropes? I'm annoyed. I'm bored and I'm annoyed. So those are my thoughts. These are the books that I got from the library, and that's my video. You're enough. Okay, thanks. Bye.